And not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Now Goff going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 45 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Conversion is successful. That makes the score Giants 8.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space. Maybe, what's that they used to call it, the handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each. That flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Goff. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Giants 16.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver.
Now Mayfield lost the football. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Third down.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
For the Lions.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Camaras. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
6-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 36, Goff going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for
that could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
Jared Goff. Fumble on the play.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16,
really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Maybe
field.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
This is caught at the 8. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's gone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. To the air again. Gone. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
Gone. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are heading to the Super Bowl for just the 2nd time ever as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Goff going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
He was taken.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he almost intercepted him. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Giants 30, Lions 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now Goff on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3.
Again, it's Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good. 4 out of First down. First and
well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a first down throw. Gone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Then he'll get it all the way down inside.
intercepted by
they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll begin by running the option. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 24-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 19-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
87.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And again, it's Chubb. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Kamara breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 1st down, Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Goff. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Coming up to you. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. You remember me? You remember me?
Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
On the play. Recovered by the...
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Kamara. They're just bowling over tacklers, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Goff on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25 yards.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
Mayfield's pass.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb.
Mayfield.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football. You back? They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
Number 87.
Mayfield with it once more.
Well, this game was decided a while ago.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. With this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent. I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Their own 27-yard line.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell.
It's caught inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Super 66. 57.
Throwing now, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. Has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
Successful. That makes the score Giants 62.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Tonight,
the Giants are the champions of the NFC. As we say, thanks for watching and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Tennessee Titans taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants.